Well, hey y'all, and welcome to the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. I am Susan, your hostess. We are going to do hashtag freezer clean out 24. This is an open collaboration hosted by me. If you're interested in participating in this collaboration, you simply upload your video with the hashtag and tag me in the title and also in the description box. And also in the description box, I ask that you add the playlist so that others can find the playlist. I am dressed like I was for the Wednesday Live. Yes, I am, because this is Wednesday afternoon. We're going to be getting into my upright freezer, which is back here in the corner. We've been in it for a while now. And we're going to pull out some of those bell peppers. I've got a shelf full of bell peppers, y'all. And we're going to dehydrate some of them. So I have pulled out the Ultimate Dehydrator Cookbook, and this is found on page 72. You can grill or broil your peppers before you dehydrate them for extra flavor, but I'm not going to do that. You do not have to blanch them or anything like that. You just chop them up, get them in the dehydrator, and get it going. So, very simple. And it says to dehydrate at the temperature of 125 degrees. And you want to make sure that they are crisp and they break when you take them out of your dehydrator to make sure that they are fully dehydrated. Now, I usually dehydrate on about 145 degrees on my Excalibur food dehydrator. And the reason I do is I want it done quicker. So, we're going to get in that freezer. You ready to go? Okay. Things have moved around a little bit since the last time we were here. I'm going to be getting to these vegetable scraps very soon and making a vegetable broth and getting that canned. I've got cranberries up here that needs to be canned. I've got berries up here that needs to be canned. I've got some meat in the back here that needs to be taken care of and canned. But this whole shelf here, pretty much in the front, is bell peppers, either sliced or chopped bell peppers. And I've thrown in the raisins that I got from Azure Standard. And then I've got other vegetables down here that probably can be dehydrated as well. And then at the very bottom, there's some tomatoes and stuff that will be canned this season. All right, I pulled out several bags, small bags that I usually keep in the freezer for quick meals and stuff. And I'm just going to put these under the water, let them rinse the ice off of them. And then we're going to get these into our into our dehydrator. So it doesn't take very long for this to take place. And these are just some that I had chopped over the summer last year that we have not used yet this winter. And there may be some in here that are older. This one is 2020. I think that's going to go out to the birds. And once they are defrosted, I'm going to get them into my trays. This is 23. They're still good. So I'm breaking these up with my hands just a little bit to speed up the process of getting them thawed out some. I've got one more bag over here that I didn't do. I'm going to take these and throw them out to the chickens. This is a 4-tray dehydrator. And I've laid a paper towel underneath to kind of catch any water that might be dripping off of these. And we're just going to get these laid out onto our dehydrator sheets really quickly and get this thing started. I'm speeding this up just a little bit just so that you can see me working and to save some time on this video. The last tray is going into the dehydrator, and I have no idea how many bags I had, but there was quite a few. We're going to get the door on this. Turn our unit on. These are to dehydrate at least 10 hours. So with me having the temperature up a little bit, it may take a little less time, but we're going to go from the time that I have here, and we'll be checking this tomorrow and showing you the finished product in this same video. Well, y'all, it is Thursday morning, and I am ready to pull out all these bell peppers out of the dehydrator. They have dehydrated since 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon. It is now 10 a.m. You cannot over dehydrate your food, just so you know. So this is the bottom tray. This was the first tray that I put in, and you want to hear a good snap. So I've got a good snap on those, and you don't want to put these in your jars until they cool down just a bit. It won't take very long, and we'll get those jarred up. So I've got all my trays ready. That's the second to the bottom. I'm just going to take them out and stack them for right now. That's the second tray to the top. And this is the top tray. And so they are all snapping, which is what you want to hear. I've got my jar set up with a funnel, and I have loosened most of these off of this sheet. And I may not need the second jar. We've got it out here just in case we do. These can go in my dishwasher and be washed and ready for the next time around. So that's what they're going to look like in the jar. And I'm going to get something to tamp it down with. I probably will not need this jar. So that is quite a full jar of dehydrated bell peppers. Y'all remember seeing how many bags it was at the beginning of this. And I'm going to put an oxygen absorber in here, but you could seal this with your food saver sealer attachment if you wanted to use the flats and seal it that way. But the idea is you want to keep the oxygen out of there to prolong the life of your food. And so I have oxygen absorbers, and I'm just going to lay one on top of this and quickly seal that. Get that labeled, and I'll get that into my pantry for long-term storage. Now, normally when I dehydrate food, I don't put them away right away. I do leave them out on the counter and turn them a few times a day just to make sure there's no moisture in there. But these are very, very dry. And there it is up close. You can see all those bell pepper flakes. You use this like you would use fresh bell peppers. You don't use as much because it is condensed down because it's dehydrated. But it will have that same bell pepper flavor, and the nutrients are preserved. And so that's why we go from our freezer to our dehydrator. Thank you, folks, for watching. Remember, this is an open collaboration. It is open to anybody that wants to submit a video. You would include the hashtag FreezerCleanout24 and tag me in the title and also in the description box. You want to use both of those in the description box as well. And attach the playlist so others can find other videos that are in the same mindset. This will last indefinitely on my shelf because I have stored it properly. This will go into my pantry, which is dark and cool, and it will be used in soups, stews, spaghetti sauce, and a number of other dishes along the way. And you can do the strips the same way. You know, when you slice your bell peppers and have long strips, you can do the same thing with that. So y'all get those freezers cleaned out. Preserve your food for as long as possible. This collaboration will end on December the 30th of 2024. I will do a summary video around January the 2nd of 2025. Y'all be on the lookout for those. Keep watching. Thank you again, my friends, and may you be fully blessed.